folks, I'm PK, and I'm here in China at Guangzhou Evergrande, exactly the place where Dario Conca, the brilliant Argentinian player, conducted his team to win the Asian Cup, which is a fantastic, amazing thing. Conca is no longer over here. We still got some grassroots. They're being promoted in soccer here in China. But today I'd like to talk about the World Cup 2014, about Group B specifically of the World Cup 2014 that is going to take place in Brazil. And we got Chile, Australia, Holland, and Spain. Of course, the two teams that made the final of the World Cup are going to play again on the first match, Holland and Spain. It's kind of a big mistake FIFA made putting this team together. Of course, these two teams together. Of course, Holland should have been seeded for the World Cup. Unfortunately, FIFA made a big, huge mistake putting other teams to be the seeded for the groups in the World Cup. So Spain and Holland are together again. Of course, Spain has got a fantastic team. Pedro is playing amazing soccer. Iniesta is the same Iniesta as before, moving constantly, making perfect passes. So Spain's got tremendous forward line, amazing midfielders. They got two new guys, Thiago and Silva, playing fantastic soccer in the middle. Of course, they have a strong defense, a great goalkeeper. So of course, Spain is going to be one of the best teams of the World Cup, is one of the favorites. I don't think Spain has enough to win because they're probably not going to have the eye of the tiger, that great flame, the great desire to win. This team has won a World Cup, has won 2 Euro Cups. I don't think this guy's going to go up and win another cup again. They're not going to have the drive to do this. At least that's the way I see it. But it's still a fantastic team, and they're going to go pretty far. Another concern that I have about the Spanish team is that they have too many players. They're about 30, 29, 31, so they're losing a little bit of that speed, a little bit of that flair. But yes, I think they're going to go very far, and they're going to win this group. I think they're probably going to be the first team on this Group B. And so if you want to put your money on, put on Spain. I think they're going to qualify. The second team, that's when we have a problem. We have the Dutch team is no longer the team that got second place in 2010. Of course, they have a fantastic forward line with Van Persie and Robin, still playing very well soccer. The problem is the ball to get there. They don't have Schneider anymore. Schneider's still there in the group, but he's not a starter anymore. You got Strootman and Van der Vaart playing in the midfield. Are not brilliant players. They're pretty good players, pretty solid team. Holland always going to come up with fantastic teams. I consider Holland one of the best soccer schools in the world, where you got players, even you have a population that is so small, you have given the world players like Bergkamp, Cruyff, Neskens, Rezenbrink, Gullit, Van Baarsen. I mean, I can go on forever with the names of the Dutch players that play in the World Cup. This time, they still have Robbie, they still have Van Persie, but they're not the same team as 2010. They're going to have a really hard time against Chile and Australia. Mark my words, Chile's got a very good side. In the side, Alex Sanchez is a great forward. They have Vargas on the left, the guy that has a very strong foot. They have the brilliant Valdivia. They depend a lot on Valdivia to make things happen. If Valdivia is playing, starting the games, and he's in good shape, Chile can really upset Holland. Mark my words. That the right side of the team with Vidal is also very strong. Vidal and sometimes they change with Yara, sometimes Isla, but they're always pretty tough on the right side, better than the left. But they have a solid team. They have an experienced goalkeeper. So Chile and Holland are going to be really, really close match. And Australia, even Australia has a very good team. They have Bresciano, tremendous midfielder, kind of bald guy, moves constantly on the field. He plays in the center midfield, a very strong player. They have a very good player, Robbie Cruz, fantastic player, the number 10 of the team. And of course they have the number 4, Cahill, which is a kind of one of the tough guys that play forward. A very good experienced keeper that we know from the last Cup, Schwartz. So Australia is strong too, so we're going to have a very tough matches between Australia, Chile, and Holland. I think Spain, with the head and shoulders on the top of the other teams. But it's going to be a very interesting, very close group. If you want to put your money, put it on Spain. Second place, I would have to go to Holland because they finished second in the World Cup. And they do have, like I said, one of the greatest soccer schools in the world, but I wouldn't bet my money on it. Okay, so I'm going to finish here. I'll see you next time. I'm going to talk about Group C the next time. See you next time. Ciao!